Hey, I'm Sophie, and I think that thanks to the advancements that are being made in biotechnology in the 21st century, humans could actually be reaching immortality. So why is this? Let's first talk about what aging is. We have thought about this condition in many ways, such as the wrinkles and the gray hair that we start having when we turn 40 or 50 years old, maybe just death coming near us, or the age-related diseases such as cancer, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and many others. However, these are just consequences of aging. When we're talking about longevity studies, we really want to know the causes of aging, the rooted cause of this worldwide problem that affects 100% of the population at some time in our lives. So these are called the aging hallmarks. There are actually 9 of them. And before I get into the science of this, I really want to mention something that's very important to keep in mind, which is we are not looking to solely extend the human lifespan. However, we have come up with a concept called health span, which is the amount of years that people can live healthily. So when we are talking about all these fields of longevity, we really want to extend the amount of years that people age gracefully. So, the first one is telomere attrition. Telomeres are nothing but the end caps of your chromosomes, which means that they protect the genetic information that is very precious to you. And when your cells divide, every time one of your cells divides, these telomeres are getting shorter and shorter, and until they reach a limit called the Hayflick limit. And when this happens, they should actually die, which takes me to the next point. Cellular senescence. Senescent cells are grown or appear in your body when they refuse to commit cellular apoptosis, which is basically committing suicide in the world of cells. And this is very bad for your body because these cells will start liberating substances that you really don't want to have. The next hallmark of aging that I'm going to talk about is actually one that you may have heard of a lot because it's in fitness blogs and just everywhere in the internet. Stem cells are cells that are undifferentiated. They can turn into any other types of cell in your body, which makes them super powerful and super useful. And when you run out of these type of cells, it means that you'll be, let's say, more slow when repairing injuries and so on. And finally, we have epigenetics. Experts say that actually 80% of how you age, your health span, depends on how you take care of yourself, your diet, how much exercise you do, even how you feel like in a mental state. So epigenetics is just this field that studies how genes are turned on and turned off. So it's really important as well to consider. And there are many other hallmarks of aging, as I was mentioning before. But the real question is, what are we doing about this? Is this something that is going to happen in 20 years, or is this already happening now? Well, fortunately, experts in this field have discovered that Metformin, a drug that was previously only used for diabetics, is actually having tremendously great results, adding up to a 37.9% of lifespan in mice. And there's this other component called NAD+, which is part of the energy cycle production in each one of your cells. And as you age, these component is done in a less efficient way. Your cells aren't that able to produce it. But if you take something like Elysium, which is a company that is creating these types of drugs to specifically treat aging as a condition, then you can add some healthy years to your life. Another very cool company that is working in this field was founded by Dave Asprey, which is, he considers himself like the father of biohacking, and biohacking maybe not in the context of genetically modifying organisms, but actually in the context of being healthy, more healthy by eating better, by sleeping better, and doing more exercise in a much more efficient way. The next company is actually a very mysterious one. It's called Calico, and you may haven't heard of it because it's actually a company derived from Google, from Alphabet, but people aren't really talking about it, so let's just wait until we see what they come up with, and it's likely going to be something very, very interesting. So I hope you've liked this video. Let me know if you learned something new, and let's just wait and see if we can actually become immortal in the 21st century. Bye.